And in the encyclopedia was this cutout of an observatory. And it didn't say which observatory it is, but it's obviously the Mount Palomar telescope. And so it was amazing to look at this cutout picture. And I kept turning the pages back to it time and time again. So arguably, Hale was the first person who really got inspired by this idea of looking back in time. Firstly, he hired Edwin Hubble, whose name graces the Space Telescope. He also hired this man, Harlow Shapley, who used the largest telescope at the time that Hale had raised the money for, to measure the distance to this star cluster, Messier 13, what we call a globular cluster just outside the Milky Way. And he realized that this star cluster was something like 36,000 light years away, and therefore we had the capability to see that cluster of stars, you know, before civilization really developed on Earth. And this inspired him to create more powerful telescopes and to raise money from wealthy people like Andrew Carnegie and the Rockefeller Foundation. In 1928, Hale raised $6 million for the 200-inch telescope on Palomar. It was the largest scientific donation to any scientific endeavor in history at that time. And this sentence was used in his proposal to the Rockefeller Foundation. You know, I love it. Like buried treasures, the outposts of the universe have beckoned to the adventurous from immemorial times. So Edwin Hubble appears on the scene. He was an interesting man.